I'm on Patreon, and Patreon is a platform where I will upload interesting videos where you can learn astrology. And this is an exclusive Patreon only membership videos where you will get some interesting takes on Vedic astrology, some interesting learning on Vedic astrology. Connect with me on Patreon and we will grow, and I will give you much more deep insights on Vedic astrology, and lot more secrets will be shared there. Hello seekers, welcome to Punneit Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. I have already made a video on Venus transit in the sign of Capricorn. You can watch that video for a complete analysis of Venus transit, what happens when Venus joins Saturn. But this video is an extension of that video. This video is only focusing on retrograde Venus that will happen on 19th of December. And this 41 day of retrogression till the end of January is going to give you a very unique perspective towards life. Venus is Bhog, Venus is luxury, Venus is Maya, the universe, whereas Saturn is Karma. And in this, when Venus being in the Uttarashada Nakshatra, it goes retrograde and goes and falls back to Sagittarius, will transit the entire Sagittarius zodiac sign in retrogression, and then without crossing the Purvashada, without reaching the Mula Nakshatra, in the Purvashada it will become direct, cover the entire Sagittarius, go into Capricorn once again. This retrogression has a very unique significance. This is Venus oscillating between Dharma and Karma. So let's find out what does it mean for all of us. But before that, do not forget to hit subscribe, because that's how you and me can stay connected. You can also follow me on Instagram and Telegram channels for reels and more interesting stuff. And for consultations, just drop me an email. The email ID is in the description box below. So let's begin with retrograde Venus and its significance. Shukra, Venus. It rules Taurus and Libra zodiac sign. Taurus is called Kutumbha Bhav, that means the house of family. It is the house of security, it is the house of bank balance when considered from the Kal Purush. And Libra defines equality, Libra defines equilibrium. Libra is the perfect balance, it is the perfect harmony of the good and the evil. Libra is absolutely democracy. Libra doesn't allow anyone to reign supreme, and whenever there is a force that crosses a threshold, the counter force always becomes available to balance things out. And that is why Libra is very much essential to sustain the Maya. Otherwise, in a Devasur Sangram, one will win and will wipe out the existence of the other. If that happens, the sustainability of the matrix will no longer be possible, and hence the earth as we know, this Maya, will collapse. And I'm very much sure that's not the purpose of its creation. If collapse was the purpose, well, we would not have been here. The sustainability of your own life is also in the hands of Shukra, Venus. I'm very much sure that Venus is one of the most ignored planets, just because you are not scared about Venus. Most of us are scared about Rahu, Ketu, Saturn, and sometimes we are scared about Mars. So we tend to correct those planets more often. But we forget that our very existence on this planet is dependent on Venus, which is also the Karak of Lakshmi. If you don't have wealth, doesn't matter how healthy you are, doesn't matter how good you look, doesn't matter how much knowledge you have, if just you don't have Lakshmi, your existence on this domain will not be possible. You will have to beg for food. And that is why Venus, which allows the Maya to run in a proper manner, facilitates the progress of Maya, is called as Markesh Bhava. The same second and seventh house, the Taurus and Libra, is also termed as Markesh, and this is the reason why it is called Markesh, because Venus holds us. It is the bond that does not allow us to escape from this planet. It is the moha, the affection, the romance, the love, the beauty, the emotions, the feelings. And this Venus doesn't allow us to escape the matrix. That is why it is called Markesh. It is like a death because it doesn't allow soul to be free. And because to be free, you must be detached from the surrounding. Venus will never allow you to be detached from all this material world, the Maya. But remember, just like a boat who uses the water to get out of the water, similarly we all have to use Maya to get out of Maya. We all are swimmers in the river of Maya, and there is no other way but to use Maya to counter Maya. It's a very complicated process and will need time. But that's what was explained in Bhagavad Gita. Why am I talking all these philosophical things? Well, the retrograde Venus resembles philosophy of Maya. Understanding the basis of the existence, understanding what is your need. Retrogression means something going in excess, something focused, something going out of the way or out of hand. Whenever retrograde Venus happens, few things in our life usually go out of control. So you need to find out and be very careful about Taurus and Libra, because that is the part of life where you will have to focus more and you must control any unexpected behavior of life from that angle. Because retrograde Venus means you will have to reset your expectations, you will have to rethink, redo, go back to the drawing board and decide what is essential for you or what is non-essential. It's like you are asked to be on the boat and there is the one who will drive the boat for you. But can you carry infinite luggage on the boat? Absolutely not. The boat will sink. So now comes the dilemma. What should I take with me? What should I take? What should I give up? Well, this is exactly the theme that is also represented by Mars and Ketu in Anuradha Nakshatra. What should you follow? What should you give up? Surprisingly, every single planet right now is asking us to give up on something. Sacrifice is the theme of the Venus, Mars, Ketu, Rahu, Saturn transit. And that is like a universal echo of information that is happening around us. And Venus only confirms that. A retrograde Venus means the Maya is trying to pull you down. You can get deep inside the Maya, you can lose your spiritual powers. The same family, the same marriage can create so much of trouble in your life that you can forget everything. What happens when Venus goes retrograde in Capricorn? Well, Capricorn is what? Capricorn is karma. The Capricorn Lord Saturn, the Lord of Karma, is also with Venus. Saturn is moving in Shravana Nakshatra. Shravana is the nakshatra of moon, something that you have to listen. You have to listen the call of karma, you have to listen the call of duty. And when you have to listen the call of duty, you will have to leave all the comforts behind. You will have to let go of the emotions, the relations that are causing a lot of trouble. You have to let go of your guard. You have to create a new personality. It's not easy. The moment Venus will rush into Sagittarius, it will encounter Sun. Venus has to travel and oscillate between two extreme planets, one Saturn and one Sun. Both are of opposite nature. One is darkness, one is light. And Venus is one relationship. It is like Venus is trying to bring harmony between Saturn and Sun, which means karma and atma, the soul and the responsibility. This retrograde Venus is the one that is driving you to understand what is your soul's true responsibility. Venus will hardly be in the first pada of the Capricorn zodiac, which is going to be the second pada of Uttarashada Nakshatra, which in fact is the first pada of that zodiac sign, and it will fall back to Sagittarius. It will go into the first pada of Uttarashada, reverse back to Purvashada. It will travel all the padas of the Purvashada Nakshatra, and here is Sun waiting in the Mula Nakshatra. Not only that, the day when Venus is about to move into the Capricorn, from Capricorn to Sagittarius, one day before, Mercury will move out from Sagittarius, will shift to Capricorn. It's like a swap of Mercury and Venus. What's going on? Something unique is happening. Something very much essential is happening. It is like a reform, a social reform that will trigger a wave of future reforms. It's a tsunami of changes that will hit us in the coming time frame. It will initiate when Venus starts retrogression, which is on 19th of December. Don't take this retrograde Venus lightly. This is not just another retrogression. This is a retrogression where you have to understand your duty, your karma. This is a retrogression where you may have to give up your comfort, you may have to become insecure, you may have to try to strike a balance, because Saturn is what you call as satata parishram, that means constant effort. And Venus retrogression means getting out or losing the comfort so that you can define a very sharp boundary between what is needed and what is a luxury. You have to separate both of them. I'm not saying that you cannot go for luxury, but this separation is must. So that when comes the time of need, when comes the time of urgency, you can easily understand that this is essential, this is not. And when you know that you're getting the essential and you're not getting luxury, you know that your sustainability in this planet is not in question, and that is how you can get out of any kind of moral dilemma, any kind of psychological disturbance. This is indeed a highly philosophical transit. Retrograde Venus also means that you will have to be very much practical towards your relationship. It's a reform that you have to bring in your own personal life, in your own personal sphere, among family, among relatives, among your own home, among marriage, and in business partnerships. You have to give support to your spouse. You have to give constant work. Saturn is kind of pushing Venus back to Sagittarius. It is the law of karma that is going to be established by the law of soul. Remember, Sagittarius is dharma. This is New Year 2022 being welcomed by the Venus transit in Sagittarius. On 30th, Venus will move back to Sagittarius. Not only that, you have to observe what Moon is doing. In the afternoon of 19th, Moon will move into Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus. And when Moon will make its move in the sign of Taurus, Venus is actually stationary. This is very, very unique movement. Remember, if Venus is Maya, your all luxury, all your enjoyment of Maya will always come through Moon. Well, Venus can give you almost anything. Venus can give you a stay in luxurious resort. Venus can give you a lot of money. But if your mind is not willing to accept that, you will always feel sad. There are depressed people who are quite rich. What is this? This is Moon. And when Moon goes and joins Rahu, this is going to create a lot of assumptions, weird thoughts. How you are going to perceive this transit, retrograde Venus, will define your character, will be defined by your own Moon. So if you have a weak Moon or weak Venus, you need to watch out for the retrograde Venus. This means you will have to get up, get moving, leave the negativity behind, and take the matters in hand and start working. Because Saturn is the labor. Saturn wants to work. And when Venus goes retro, it's kind of Lakshmi going away. You have to really work towards what you need. It is the time when you have to give your full potential, full effort towards what you desire in your life. But before you even take the first step towards your ambition, towards your goal, towards your desire, remember one thing, that the Mars and Ketu in Anuradha is also indicating one thing, that the desire can be a false image. It is the Rahu's illusion. That is why this retrograde Venus will come handy to control the energies of Rahu, which is in Taurus. And that is why the sharp difference between the essential and the luxury has to be drawn in whatever way possible. You need to watch out for Taurus, because Taurus is the zodiac sign that will get most impacted. And then watch out for Libra, because Libra is the zodiac sign that will be most active. And in this case, I do see that Sagittarius ascendant people will find it really good time, because for them, the 11th house becomes quite active. Venus from the second goes to the first. It's a complete overhaul of personality. Other than Sagittarius, Taurus and Libra will obviously get affected. Either you are moon sign, sun sign, ascendant, or you have major planets in these zodiac. Or if you're born with Bharani, if you're born with Purvashada, or if you're born with Purva Falguni Nakshatra, that means the Venusian Nakshatra, you will see that those planets are actually coming into action. And retrograde Venus also means that in spite of your hard work, things will be taken away from you. So praying to Ma Mahalakshmi, chanting Mahalakshmi Stotra, bringing Ashtalakshmi Yantra, bringing Shri Yantra in your home, helping the poor, helping the labor, helping the people who work hard is going to be the key for your own success. Because if I have to say in just one single word, one single sentence in a short and sweet manner, what is this retrograde Venus all about? It simply means work towards your desire, but before that, fix your desire. Otherwise, retrograde Venus, whose journey is towards from darkness to light, which should give you the positive result, will actually burn itself out by coming too close to sun. This is the time to understand the true potential. Let me rephrase this. Do not take this transit lightly. This is the time when you have to understand your true potential and bring out the light within you and become the angels of light, because that is what Venus wants us. This is the time for those few who can will get out from this Maya, because this is when it is like a person who is rowing the boat. You have to push the water on the opposite side to move in a forward direction. The Maya is pushing towards the backside so that it propels you forward. This is a forward motion transit, but only for those who can really understand the in-depth significance of retrograde Venus. Sacrifice will be a part of this transit. You have to let things go. If you want to keep everything with you, it won't work. Let go, let go, let go. You have heard a lot of times, even in this video, but what this let go is all about. Let go. You can't just let go of your past. What it means is you get over it. You are now standing over your past. Your past is now coming under total control. It is deep inside. It will never go away from your life, but now you have come in terms with your past. Saturn is memory. That is why I'm talking about the past. Overall, the Venus transit is going to be mostly in the sign of Sagittarius, which means the Guru Tattva will always be there. You need to take the help of a guru, a teacher. If you have a problem, talk to somebody. Anybody. It can be an astrologer, a guru, a father, a teacher. It can be anybody, but just try to communicate. Because when you will come close as a community. Talk some, hear some, speak of your problem, let others speak of their problem, and then it will be a mutual harmony that will be established. And because remember, Saturn is democracy. Venus defines democracy, which is Libra. Well, this means that equality is supposed to come in a good way. Make the best use of this equality. Make the best use of this transit, because this transit will hardly come once again when Venus touches the darkness and rushes towards light. This is the transit where you should seek the light. I hope you like this video. Share your experience in the comment section so that it acts as a forum and other readers can also understand what's happening. If you get connected with this video, if you find this video useful, do share your views I will be glad if this video becomes helpful to someone at least. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate your time. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, namaste.